Hello, this video is going to be on the Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel Legends Infinite series for Rocket Raccoon and Drax the Destroyer. This is 2 of 6 Marvel Legends for the Guardians of the Galaxy line, and to make the Build-A-Figure Groot. So anyway, I'll be doing 2 of these per video. Also following these will be Gamora, Star-Lord, Nova, and Iron Man, and then whatever the third and last video is will feature the complete Build-A-Figure Groot. So anyway, these come in your standard Marvel Legends packaging. You got the character art on the side of the box, and I think it's the same. Yeah, it looks like Rocket Raccoon's is flipped, and then Drax looks flipped as well. So on the back you have info about the character for Rocket Raccoon. It says intergalactic bounty hunter Rocket Raccoon and his partner Groot are hot on the trail on their next big payday, the human known as Star-Lord. And then Drax info says the vendetta that drives Drax the Destroyer knows no limits. He will avenge the loss of his family no matter the cost. And then on the bottom of the box you have the 6 characters and parts that you need to complete the Build-A-Figure Groot. And there's no mystery future to be announced figures for this line. I imagine this is pretty much it for Guardians of the Galaxy in terms of Marvel Legends figures. So anyway, I'm going to take out Rocket Raccoon first and then do Drax afterwards. Actually, I'm going to do Drax first and then Rocket Raccoon because I've been doing Rocket Raccoon stuff for the past 2 days. So Drax will be first. And before I start opening these figures and taking them out, I just wanted to say that the back of the boxes do not have tape to seal the flaps on the back. So if you are planning on buying these in the store, make sure you are getting exactly what you're supposed to get in each package. So just in case people do swap these out for other pieces and you see some random Build-A-Figure piece or an accessory from a different action figure in here. So yeah, just make sure you are getting what you are supposed to get. And I imagine it's not a problem online, but in actual stores and you find these, so yeah. So first off, here is the Build-A-Figure piece for Groot that comes with Drax the Destroyer. It's the lower torso, and this is the front of it. It's pretty plain painted, or it's just plain. And then on the back, there's some greenery going on the back side. And then right here are the joints that you peg in for the legs. And then on the top right here is so you can attach the upper torso, which I believe comes with Rocket Raccoon, and it has some forward and backward movement right there. So that's pretty much it for this Build-A-Figure piece right here. And here's Drax, and he pretty much does kind of look like Dave Bautista. I mean, they could have beefed up the figure's upper body a little bit more to look like Dave Bautista, but it does look really nice at the head and stuff. The tattoos around his body is actually really nice. If it's accurate to how it is in the movie, I'm not really sure, but it does look really sweet. Here is the back of it as well, and the arms have tattoos pretty much all over as well. And then the pants look fairly decent. And then for the knives that he comes with, he can store them on the boots on the side right here. There's a slot for both of them, one on each boot right there. So that's pretty good. Here's a closer look at Drax's articulation. He can look up fairly decent, but he looks down a lot more than he can looking up. And then he can lean back a tad bit, right? Yeah, he can lean back a little bit, and he can look down a lot more than he can leaning back. And then the shoulder can rotate all the way around. His upper arm also has a rotating part right there. The elbow can bend, and the wrist can rotate all the way around as well, and the same as for the other arm. His waist can rotate completely, and then his legs go to the side, and they also go forward, and they kind of don't go all the way back because of his backside preventing it. And then his knees have some bend to it. I think his knees bend a lot better than his elbow can. And then here is the ankle pivot. It's actually quite good on this one, and that's how far his feet can go both ways. He can go on his tippy toes and then on his heels as well. And here's the slot where you can put the knives in for that he holds, or you can put it right here. So there's a slot on each boot to take each knife. So there's that. So overall, I actually really do like this Drax figure. It's a lot nicer in person than it is on online images and sample images. The tattoo details are just really crazy and look really good in person. They really do pop out, and they kind of do raise above the skin of him. So, the knives actually have detail as well, so that's always a nice touch for a figure of this price point. And then I really do like the slots that they gave him on his boot, so you can store the knives there if you don't want Drax to be holding it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Drax in the movie, because he has a good not a good connection to Thanos, but he is connected to Thanos, and I do think they were introduced in the same comic book in Iron Man 55, which completely exploded when the Avengers came out, or at least when Thanos was confirmed to be in the universe. So I really can't wait to see the role that Drax has and what his story arc is going to be for the universe. So anyway, that's pretty much it for Drax the Destroyer. And now we'll move on to Rocket Raccoon. Alright, so here's Rocket Raccoon with his gun, and in the background is the Build-A-Figure piece for Groot. It's the head and the upper torso, and an additional weapon that came with Rocket Raccoon that I didn't even know about until it came in the mail, because I thought you would just get this gun and the Groot piece as accessories to Rocket Raccoon, but this also showed up in the packaging. But we'll take a look at that later on. But this Rocket Raccoon figure is really awesome in person. It's just above 3 inches tall, I think, or around 3 inches, and the gun is really cool. It's pretty much the same gun in the Titan Hero series Rocket Raccoon figure, only it's not all purple. This one has a sandy color look to it. It's actually more nice when you have it with Rocket Raccoon. And the figure for just Rocket has some articulation. The head can go all the way around, but looking up or down is pretty much a no-go. Actually, it can sort of move up, but I wouldn't really count it as looking up. It's just, I'm pretty sure it's just the joint that has enough space to move up like that. And then the arm can rotate all the way around right here, and the elbow, hold on, where's his arm at? Oh, and the elbow right here can bend both ways. So that's nice. And then the wrist rotates as well. His hand is so small. And then his waist can go all the way around as well. And no articulation in the legs or feet whatsoever. But the tail on this figure for Rocket Raccoon rotates or spins all the way around. And it pretty much does act like a support for him for not falling back, and it's pretty much like the Titan Hero series Rocket Raccoon as well, where it just provides the support in the back to keep him from falling down even when he's holding his gun. So to put the gun in his one-handed pose, it's really easy. You just slide his hand pretty much through this little loop thing for the gun, and that's pretty much it. And then you kind of have to make the tail go towards his right to keep him from standing up. So that's what he looks like right there. If you put it on the left, he'll just fall down. So make sure it's always pointing to his right there. And then to do the two-handed pose with the gun, it's pretty much just like the Titan Hero series figure in terms of how he holds the gun and how he looks when he's holding the gun. So, but with the smaller hands, it makes it a little bit more challenging to do this two-handed pose with the gun. So we'll just try to get it eventually. Alright, so there we go. So there he goes, holding the gun in both hands, and if you want to hold him, have him look to the side, it's kind of like what he looks like. So really impressive figure for a small one, and I was kind of skeptical about this just being a Legends figure and it comes with one piece of Groot, but I imagine they included this other gun as well to just kind of give it a tad bit more value than just Rocket Raccoon and the upper torso and head for Groot. But this is a really nice looking figure. And then on the back you have some kind of greenish dot on the back for his armor or vest. And but yeah, the paint detail on the tail is really good as well. And I really like how you can spin it around, but you can't pull it outwards to, I don't know, kind of make it look like a cat. But I mean, he's not even a cat, but whatever. But yeah, I really do think this is a nice figure, and I hope it's not that hard to find for people looking for this in stores. I imagine the Nova figure is going to be a pain to find as it is online already. So anyway, this is pretty much it for the Rocket Raccoon figure, and next we'll take a look at the Build-A-Figure and the extra weapon that it came with. So here's that weapon that was kind of like a surprise accessory. You might have seen, I do think it is Star-Lord that's holding this in the trailer and firing it, in the latest trailer at least, and it looks like it kind of attaches, or you can hold it against your chest and fire it. So it's kind of cool. Kind of looks like a pogo stick type thing. I'm not sure what it's going to be called. I imagine we'll find out the name of this in the movie, but it's a nice addition, especially not really expecting it, or at least when I ordered the figures, this was never a part of the sample images. Even with the packaging included in the picture, this wasn't to be seen. Everything was laid out a bit differently in the picture. So again, this is a nice addition. I'm not sure if Rocket Raccoon can actually hold this and stand upright, but yeah, it's just a nice looking weapon. So here is the upper torso and head for the Build-A-Figure Groot, and it's just ridiculous. I really can't wait to fully assemble this. And I mean, I can do it, but I kind of want to just take my time getting each figure out and doing the videos. I mean, I could have just put them together, but anyway, the head can look not down much. I mean, pretty much how you take him out of the packaging is pretty much how far down he can look, and then he can look up a little bit right there, and the head rotates all the way around, and the detail in the eyes is just crazy. I mean, it's just black, but it just looks really convincing in how we've seen Groot so far in the trailers and stuff, and the greenery around his self is really quite nice. You can see the green on the chest area, and then on the back you have some as well. So this should pretty much look nice, flowing all together once you have them assembled. And here are the joints for the arms right there, and then you attach his lower torso right there, which I'll do right now. So see, this is the front, the part that doesn't have any green on it. So you just peg it in right here, and that's pretty much it. And it looks like a turd or something. No, just kidding. But yeah, here he is looking 2 of 6 parts assembled, and it looks really good so far. I'll probably do the figures that come with the legs after this one as the second video. So but yeah, I mean, it just looks completely awesome. And when the pre-orders first showed up for Guardians of the Galaxy toys, I didn't think I would do the Marvel Legends set, but I'm really glad I changed my mind at the last minute and picked up a set. So I imagine Rocket Raccoon and Groot are going to steal the show when the movie comes out. And I mean, everything about the movie is probably going to be really awesome, but things that stand out mostly will probably be Groot and Rocket Raccoon, plus the voices for Vin Diesel as Groot, even though he's only saying 3 words, and we already seen that in the trailer. And then Bradley Cooper's voice as Rocket Raccoon sounds really impressive as well so far. And yeah. But yeah, I really can't wait to finish building this figure. Alright, so here is the final look at the 2 figures so far. On the left is Drax the Destroyer. Here is Rocket Raccoon. And there's a good size comparison just to see what Rocket Raccoon will look like next to a Marvel Legends figure. And then here is the Build-A-Figure Groot, which he is not going to stand up. So let's see if he could just lean. We could just lean on Drax for a little quick moment. And here's Rocket Raccoon. And then here is the extra weapon that came with Rocket Raccoon. So that's pretty much it for these Marvel Legends figures for Guardians of the Galaxy. And again, this is Drax the Destroyer, the Build-A-Figure Groot, Rocket Raccoon, and the extra weapon. So stay tuned for the following two videos coming after this. I'm not sure which. Oh, I said I was going to do the figures that come with the legs for Groot after this one. So those will be next, and then the third video will be the arms for Groot and the final assembly for Build-A-Figure Groot. So anyway, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and later.